Howdy. So I just got a new handpiece here for my Metcal station, and I wanted to take a look at it. This is the Microfine handle, and looking at the tips here, it's mighty small. Actually, this isn't even mighty fine. That's ultra fine. Let me put that back. Okay, so let's pull it out here. I'm not sure how long it's been out. I just noticed it, and don't know if I'll use it too much, but once in a while I do work on stuff with pretty small components, so I thought maybe it would help because sometimes my ultrafine is actually too big. But anyway, there we go. There's the little guy. It is mighty small. Has a nice little fat grip there. Very soft. Um, just for reference, there is the microfine. Here is the ultrafine. And here is the standard. Now I don't have the heavy duty one, so I can't judge that one. But if you're looking at it, you can see it's quite a bit smaller than the ultrafine. But the tips, I just when I first saw this, I was amazed at how small it was. It's tiny. But let's see if I can get it out of here. There we go. Look at that little guy. So this is the ultrafine tip. Here's our standard. So our standard ultrafine and now our micro. So look, you know what? Let me actually even put this under the microscope to show how small that tip is. That tip is tiny. All right, so here we have my big standard, which I do have a big tip on that one right now. Here's our ultrafine, which is not too bad. But look at this guy. This guy is tiny. So that will definitely come in handy for smaller components. But one thing that I have to do before I can use this is I have to upgrade the firmware on the Metcal. So I guess I will show you guys how to do that as well. But that's the new Microfine handpiece there, and it is very small. Stick this in there. Now they had a new base for it where you could hook and pull these out. I didn't get the base. I didn't want to pay $100 for the extra base when this one is good enough for me. But yeah, this is much smaller. And with today's electronics getting smaller and smaller, you do need something small to be able to work on them. But anyway, let me show you guys how to upgrade the firmware on your Metcal station. All right, so the first thing you want to do is go to metcal.com. Then you want to click on resources. You can come over here and select software. Now we want to download. Now they have instructions too, but I think I can walk you through it. It's been a while since I've done it, but it's pretty simple. But the first thing you want to do is download this firmware. You can see which version it is here, which is most recent at the time of this video is 1.60.28. Okay, and you also need to download the firmware desktop application. There's also some other software you can have if you want it. I don't really want it, but anyway, for this you would go ahead and just click download now. For this one, you're going to click download now. And then you're going to go to where you have them saved, and we're just going to extract them both here. Okay, just going to extract right there. That looks like it only extracted one. Okay, let me do that again. And put this one here. All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and open the software. And accept it. Pretty sure I already installed this a long time ago. I think if you've already installed it, you can probably just open up the same one, but I'll just let it install again. It's pretty old school the way that they have it. I guess I go here now. Yep, to where it installed. And you're going to go into these folders. Let's see if they got the firm. No, they don't have it in there. Okay, so we're going to go into PC application, and you want to run this right here, which is this pic32ubl.exe. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this open, but we have to connect our Metcal station up now. Okay, and to do that, you need a Type A to Type A USB. Okay, just like this. So this side goes to your computer, this side goes into the side of the Metcal. It's a pretty rare cord. So if you don't have one, you'll have to get one, and the station doesn't come with one for some reason. Not sure why they went with Type A, but whatever. So anyway, let's turn it on and see what firmware version we have. And you'll see it right now. I have 1.60.23, so I have an old one. Okay, so I'm going to turn this back off. Now, to boot this up to where it will connect with your computer, you have to touch the screen, okay, and hold your finger on it as you turn it on. And just hold it there. And this thing will start clicking. It will sound like a relay clicking. Right, so once you have it clicking like that, now we can go here to our computer. We can open up our device manager. Okay, we're going to find it here in ports, and right now it says it's COM21, which is not going to work with the software. I think we have to be in the range of 10. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to change the port number by going into the properties. Okay, going to go to port settings, going to go to advanced, and I'm going to change this one to, I have an open one here, 8. Now, if you don't have an open one, you just have to pick one that's in this top 10, and you just have to change it. And whatever was used in COM8, when you reconnect it, it will, or COM7 or whatever, when you reconnect it, you'll have to pick a new COM for it. But I'm going to pick COM8. I'm just going to hit OK. So once you have your COM ports set properly, we can open the software here. We're going to come here and select the COM port that we selected in the device manager. Hit connect, and this means that it is connected, so we can go ahead and load our hex file. This is the second file that we had downloaded, the firmware one. So we can go ahead and load that, and then all we have to do is hit this erase program and verify button. And then once that is done, we should be completely upgraded. All right, so that is finally done. I can go ahead and hit disconnect, close that out. And then we can go back to our system here. We're just gonna turn the switch off, wait a little bit, and we can turn it back on. And here we should see our version upgraded, 160.28. And now our new handpiece should work. I'm not 100% sure if you have to upgrade or not. I think you do. I think that's what that upgrade version was for this new handpiece. So I don't recommend trying to use it unless you're upgraded to that version. But let's turn it on and see how it works. All right, so I got it on there. Let's make sure it's getting hot. There we go. So the screen's kind of funny there. It doesn't show me my power meter. I wonder if that's normal. Don't think it is. Let's cut it off. Maybe I didn't have this connected good. Try that again. Okay, there's our power meter. Oh, there we go. So looks like it's going to be working good. It's pretty comfortable. So maybe when I get a chance, I will try using it and let you guys know more.